Your voice arrives so soft and late. Across the miles I lie awake. I hold the phone close to my heart, like it could make us less apart. The line goes quiet, but I still hear all the love that keeps you near. Long distance nights, slow and blue, I close my eyes and reach for you. Long distance nights, tender and true. The world feels wide, but my heart knows you. We count the days in little signs, a whispered promise, a borrowed time. You say my name, I almost cry, missing you gently through the line. I don't need much, just stay with me. In every song across the sea, long distance nights, slow and blue, I close my eyes and reach for you. Long distance nights, tender and true. The world feels wide, but my heart knows you. Maybe love can cross the dark if two lonely hearts keep one small spark. Long distance nights, softly we hold a dream of tomorrow, warming the cold. Long distance nights, until we're through. Every mile between us still leads me to you. I left the light on beside the phone, as if your voice might find its way home. The clock moves slowly across the wall. I heard the silence more than it all. I told myself you needed time, but hope gets heavy after midnight. The call never came, but I stayed awake, holding your name like it might break. The call never came, speaks clearly. Television glows without a sound. Blue light moving through the house. I sit with both hands around a cup gone cold, trying not to think about you. There's a photograph inside a book. I haven't opened since you left. You're laughing somewhere near the ocean, with your hair caught in the wind. Back then we thought love was simple, something young hearts always knew. Now I understand how quietly people can lose something true. No screaming doors, no shattered glass, just two people slowly drifting past, like smoke disappearing from a room. We were beautiful once, weren't we, darling? Before the silence grew between us, like winter after dark. And even now, some nights I still reach across the bed, half asleep, looking for your heart. The grocery store on 8th and Lincoln still plays the songs we used to love. And sometimes strangers wear your cologne, just enough to stop my breath. I wonder if you still drive slowly when it rains after midnight, or if somebody else now watches the sadness leave your eyes. People say time softens memory, but some things sharpen with age, like the exact way you whispered my name the night before you walked away. And I still haven't learned how to tell the truth about us without sounding like I'm begging you to return. We were beautiful once, like a movie nobody finished, still glowing somewhere inside me, long after the ending changed. And maybe love doesn't disappear, maybe it just becomes quieter, until it sounds like a woman alone, speaking softly to the rain. Morning press passes gently through the curtains. The coffee's cold beside my hands, and somewhere in another life I think we made it. You left so quietly, no final sound, but something in me still plays you now. Not in my hands, not in my days, but in a melody that never fades. I thought the end would turn to silence, but love became a song inside me. You are the melody that stays, softly moving through my heart, even when the love has changed, even when we're worlds apart. You are the melody that stays, low and tender, warm and blue. I lost the life we almost made, but not the song of you. I hear it sometimes when I'm alone, a little echo I used to know. It doesn't hurt the way it did. It only reminds me that we once lived. Some endings leave an empty room, but ours left music still breathing through. You are the melody that stays, softly moving through my heart, even when the love has changed, even when we're worlds apart. You are the melody that stays, low and tender, warm and blue. I lost the life we almost made, but not the song of you. Maybe goodbye can fade away, but what was true still finds a way. You are the melody that stays, gentle now you. The apartment smells like smoke and winter, even though I quit last spring. There are still traces of old evenings hiding in everything. Your coat is gone from the hallway, but the shape of it remains, like the body remembers warmth long after the fire changes. I poured 2 glasses out of habit, then laughed at myself again. Funny how loneliness survives in the smallest human things. No one warns you that heartbreak becomes domestic. It folds laundry beside you, sleeps quietly in your bed. There are ashes in the ashtray tonight, like little pieces of a life we burn through. Not violently, not suddenly, just slowly enough to hurt. And every room still carries a version of your breathing, like the walls themselves haven't accepted that you left. The woman upstairs keeps practicing cello late into the evening dark, and the low sad notes drifting downwards sound exactly like memory. I tried dating someone last September. She wore expensive perfume, but all I could think about was how differently you used to say my name. Maybe love doesn't disappear, maybe it settles into objects, into chairs, into shadows, into the silence after midnight. And maybe moving forward means learning to stop touching the wound, just to prove it's still there. There are ashes in the ashtray tonight, and moonlight on the kitchen floor. I stand barefoot in the quiet, listening to the refrigerator hum. And for the first time in a long while, I don't ask for you to come back. I just miss the sound of being known completely. A siren fades somewhere downtown, the building settles into sleep, and the last cigarette burns itself out without anyone watching. The rain begins so soft tonight, tapping old feelings back to life. I hear your name in every drop, like time forgot how to make a stop. I thought the years had carried you, but rainy nights still know the truth. Rain brings you back, gentle and slow, falling through memories I can't let go. Rain brings you back, storm still sounds like you. The window closed, the room is still. My heart remembers against my will. Not all the pain, not all the tears, just the tender part I kept for years. Maybe the sky is lonely too, that's why it sings the way we used to. Rain brings you back, gentle, nothing broke loud when you walked away. The night just changed in a softer way. No final fight, no falling rain, just empty air learning my name. thought goodbye would tear me through, but it only left a space shaped like you. Quiet after the ending, stillness in my hands. I'm learning how to breathe again, where your love used to stand. Quiet after the ending, no thunder, no flame, just a heart in silence, whispering your name. I make the tea, I turn the light down, move through the hours without a sound. Your side of love is cold and clear, but somehow I still feel you here. I don't fall apart, I only ache in little ways I can't explain. Quiet after the ending, stillness in my hands. I'm learning how to breathe again, where your love used to stand. Quiet after the ending, no thunder, no flame, just a heart in silence, whispering your name. Maybe healing starts this way, not with forgetting, but one softer day. Quiet after the ending, gentle and slow, I let the lonely come and go. Quiet after the ending, I'm still not the same, but I'm holding the silence without calling your name. We had the feeling, but not the time, to open hearts on different lines. You held me close, then let me go, like you already knew what we couldn't hold. Maybe love was never wrong. Maybe we just met before we were strong. Wrong time, right love, soft as a dream. You were the almost, still haunting me. Wrong time, right love, tender and true. stars could turn, if years could move, would I still find my way to you? Wrong time, right love, soft as a dream. You were the almost, still haunting me. Wrong time, right love, tender and true. I lost the moment, but never you. Some love arrives before its place, then leaves a light time can't Wrong time, right love, still in my chest, a beautiful sorrow I learned to bless. Wrong time, right love, quiet and blue, I let life pass, but I remember you. All day I smile like I'm alright. I say your name without a sigh. I keep my hands steady and still, like missing you is only will. But when the noise begins to fade, my careful heart starts calling your name. I'm strong until night falls, then I come undone, softly, slowly, where I hide from everyone. I'm strong until night falls, and the truth breaks through. I can face the world, but not the thought of you. I laugh too easy, I talk too bright, cover the ache with borrowed light. But in the dark, I hear what's true. The quiet part still wants you. I don't let them see me cry, but lonely what love left me to. We were so young, with open hearts, chasing forever before it was hard. You held my hand like time was kind, and I believed you would always be mine. But summer ends the way dreams do, softly leaving a little of you. Summer of first love, golden and slow. You were the feeling I didn't know. Summer of first love, sweet as the light. You didn't stay forever, but you stayed in my life. We made our promises, too young to keep, but every word still visits me. I don't regret the way we tried, even if goodbye was waiting inside. Some hearts begin with one soft flame and never forget who lit the way. Summer of first love, golden and slow. You were the feeling I didn't know. Summer of first love, sweet as the light. You didn't stay forever, but you stayed in my life. I was too young to understand love can slip through gentle hands. Summer of first love, fading but warm. You were the place my heart was born. Summer of first love, tender and bright. You didn't stay forever, but you stayed in my life. The song came on after midnight, soft as your voice in another life. Every line felt meant for me, like you were hiding in the melody. feel so near, like your heart found mine across the years. Love through the radio, fading so low, still it reaches where I don't show. Love through the radio, soft in the blue. I lost the song, but I still hear you. There are dead flowers on the windowsill, still leaning toward the sun. I should have thrown them out weeks ago, but somehow I couldn't touch them. You used to water them every Sunday while humming songs under your breath. Tiny ordinary rituals that felt invisible at the time. Now the apartment echoes differently, like the air itself has changed. Even the floorboards sound lonelier without your footsteps crossing them. No one tells you how quiet love disappears, not in one terrible moment, but in small neglected things. And the flowers we forgot to water still break my heart tonight, because somewhere between being busy and being tired, we stop noticing each other. Not all endings arrive with goodbye. Some happen slowly in plain sight, like petals curling inward, while nobody looks close enough to see. I found your grocery list this morning, folded inside a cookbook. Your handwriting still soft and careful, like you were trying not to disturb the world outside. Someone's arguing in the alley, a dog keeps barking down the block. Life goes on in loud, imperfect ways, while grief stays painfully polite. If I could return to one evening, it wouldn't be our first kiss or some dramatic final moment, just an ordinary Tuesday. You're standing barefoot in the kitchen, asking if I wanted tea, and me not understanding that this was happiness. The flowers we forgot to without warning. I open the window before sleeping. Night air moves through the curtains, and somewhere in the darkness, a memory blooms too late. There's a chair beside the window where the sunlight used to fall. I still catch myself looking at it, like you might be there after all. You always sat there in the evenings, reading pages you never finished. One foot tucked beneath your sweater, tea growing cold beside your hands. I never understood those moments, how quietly they mattered then. Now the whole apartment aches with them, like music after the song has ended. It's dangerous, the way memory softens people, turning ordinary love into something almost holy. And the chair by the window tonight feels heavier than furniture should, like it's holding the shape of someone the world forgot to return. I keep the lamp beside it glowing, even after midnight comes, because part of me still believes that love can find its way home in the dark. The landlord changed the hallway carpets. Everything smells newer now, but grief has its own stubborn scent that never fully leaves a room. I saw your brother at the market. He asked me if I'm doing well, and I said yes, without thinking, the way lonely people do. Sometimes I wonder what survives us after everyone moves on. Maybe not the grand declarations, maybe just tiny habits. The way you hummed while tying your hair, or touched my wrist while passing by. Small gestures too human to notice until they become impossible to replace. The chair by the window is empty. becomes less about holding on and more about learning how to carry tenderness alone. Outside, snow begins to fall softly. The city fades into white, and the lamp beside the window stays on for no reason anymore. Blue rain falling after midnight, neon shining through the night. Old radio beside my heart, still playing where we fell apart. I walk alone through empty streets, slow reflections under me. Every window glowing soft feels like memories we lost. Your favorite song comes drifting by, and suddenly I close my eyes. For one small moment in the dark, I still feel you in my arms. Maybe some nights never end, maybe broken hearts still pretend. Every little dream I knew still comes back, painted blue. After the blue rain falls, I still hear your voice call. Every lonely city light still keeps you alive tonight. Soft echoes in my soul, like a love I can't let go. Even when the stars grow dim, I still belong to him. Taxi shadows passing slow, like old films from long ago. Coffee shops and smoky bars still remember who we are. I still wear your favorite ring, even though it means nothing. Maybe love survives this way. my heart still holds on. Somewhere underneath the blue, I still dream of you. Train passed by at 2:17, shaking the glasses in the cabinet. I woke up reaching for someone who hasn't slept beside me in years. The sheets were cold on your side again. Moonlight stretched across the floor. I lay there listening to the city breathe, like an animal outside the door. There's a tiredness that comes with missing someone. Not dramatic, not loud, just a slow wake living quietly inside ordinary hours. I used to think healing meant finally not thinking of you, but maybe it's this instead. Remembering without falling apart. And the train at 2:17 tonight sounded exactly like goodbye. Long, distant, still echoing after it disappeared. I closed my eyes and for a moment I was 29 again, waiting at the station, watching you leave through winter fog. I passed the record store last weekend, the one where we spent entire afternoons arguing over singers neither of us really understood, just because we liked hearing each other talk. The owner painted the windows black now. There's a pharmacy inside instead. Funny how cities survive heartbreak by replacing everything. If I saw you today, I think I'd notice your hands first. The small familiar movements time probably couldn't erase. And I'd wanna ask, did we waste our love? Or is loving someone deeply never really a waste at all? The train at 2:17 keeps running somewhere beyond this sleeping town, carrying strangers toward each other while I sit here with the past. But tonight the loneliness feels softer, less like punishment, more like an old photograph fading gently at the edges. Another train hums through the darkness. The apartment settles back into stillness, And somewhere between memory and dawn, I finally fall asleep. There's a small light in the kitchen, and the elevator hums downstairs. Another sleepless night above the city, another ghost of you in the air. I left your books beside the window, like you might come for them someday. Your coffee mug still sits exactly where you forgot it in May. The traffic moves like distant rivers beneath this tired avenue, and every stranger passing by me feels a little less than you. Funny how a heart can break so quietly. No dramatic final scene, just one person slowly becoming a memory inside a dream. In the apartment above the city, I still talk to you sometimes, like you're somewhere in the hallway, listening between the lines. And every night the skyline flickers like a film that never ends, while I sit here growing older with the version of you in my head. I tried moving all the furniture, changing colors on the walls, but silence has a way of finding every place your shadow falls. The woman downstairs plays piano, soft enough to drift through sleep, and somehow every broken melody still cuts a little deep. Do you ever think about this apartment when the night gets hard to hold? Or did you learn to leave our story the way people leave the cold? Sometimes I almost call you just to hear you breathe again, but loneliness can make a person confuse memory with love. In the apartment above the city, your absence fills every room, like perfume trapped inside a coat. Long after someone moves, and maybe healing isn't forgetting, maybe it's learning how to stay inside a life that kept on going after somebody walked away. Morning spills across the counters, dust turns gold inside the sun, and somewhere far below this window, the whole world keeps moving on. I know you're gone, I know it's true, but some quiet part still waits at the door, not on the line, just in the place you left behind. I don't ask much from yesterday, only that love fades softly away. I'm still waiting softly, where the memories glow, not begging you to come back, just learning to let go. Not very far. I keep my days gentle and clear, but when night falls, you reappear, not like a wound, not like regret, more like a song I haven't forgotten yet. I tell myself I'm doing fine, but missing you still takes its time. I'm still waiting softly, where the memories glow, not begging you to come back, just learning to let go. I'm still waiting softly, in the hush of my heart. You're already gone, but not very far. Maybe one day the ache will sleep, and all this love won't feel so deep. I'm still waiting softly, but lighter tonight, holding the shadow less tightly this time. I'm still waiting softly, till the feeling departs. You're out of my life, but still near my heart. Someone is singing downstairs tonight, soft enough to almost disappear. The walls are thin in this old building, and somehow that sounds like you. I stood barefoot in the kitchen, watching headlights cross the floor. There's a crack beside the doorway now that wasn't there before. The flowers on the windowsill have faded, the way small things quietly do. But every corner of this apartment still keeps returning me to you. It's strange what survives a heartbreak. Not the fights, not the tears, just the ordinary moments that suddenly become sacred. And there's a song beneath the dawn at night, floating through the dark, like someone trying to reach me without saying my name. I close my eyes and for a second the loneliness almost leaves, like love is still somewhere nearby, breathing softly in another room. The bookstore closed last autumn, the one where you bought me Neruda poems. I walked past it yesterday evening and almost went inside from habit. There's comfort in unfinished stories, in not knowing where they end, because endings make things smaller, and what we had once felt endless. If I could speak to you again, I don't think I'd ask you to return. I'd only want one honest conversation, without fear, without blame, without pretending we didn't matter. There's still a song beneath the dawn at night, soft enough to break my heart, and somewhere between the melody and silence I remember who we were. Not perfect, not forever, just two tired people loving each other the best way they knew how. The singing downstairs slowly fades, the building settles into sleep, and I stay awake beside the window, listening.